Hi, this is David, and this is the Busking channel where I have a bunch of videos talking about actually making a living or getting a larger amount of income from performing on the street. I am a musician. I play the button accordion, which is a mainly European sort of thing. It has buttons rather than piano keys, and it is a smaller instrument used in mariachi music, Cajun music, and the gondoliers in Italy and different places use the instrument as well, but not so much in America, or what you would consider to be an American instrument. Making money. That's something that we all would like to do, okay? It's one thing to take your instrument. I see this all the time with guitar players. They'll strum something and be off in their own world and have their case open, and they'll get a few dollars, they'll get maybe some pennies, a few quarters, what have you, and they don't quite understand why they're not making a lot of money. Well, one reason is that it's important to play to your audience. I play, as a musician, I play pop tunes, I play old railroad songs that people may not have heard, but they're catchy in their own way. I play some TV theme songs. Basically, the gist of the songs, I don't play them exactly note for note because I don't want to get into copyright violations, but I play a close enough variation that people catch the familiar tune. The idea for me is to make people happy. That's been my whole vocation in life. And I think I do, because I can set up and start playing, and within 20 minutes I'll have $10, $15. And, maybe I'm playing just a song like Three Blind Mice, something that I do. I believe Haydn used it in one of his symphonies. It gets used a lot, oddly enough, in classical music. And I just do your basic Three Blind Mice. And I embellish it once in a while because it's what they call just an A part. Actually, no, it does have A and B now that I think of it. Three blind mice, see how they run, see how they run. They all run after the farmer's wife who cut off the tail with a carving knife. Did you ever see such a sight in your life as three blind mice? Okay, so it does have an A and a B. And so you can actually extend it out and make a 5 or 7 minute tune based on that. And you get people singing it. And I've seen people dancing to stuff like this. The idea is to please people. If you are a lone guitar strummer, it ain't going to work. Because, for one thing, there are a lot of guitar players out there, most of them rather bad. The philosopher Jerry Garcia, you may have heard of him. He was in a band called Grateful Dead. He said, don't be the best at what you do. Be the only person who does what you do. That's something I agree with. I am probably the only button accordion player playing on the streets in the San Francisco Bay Area, certainly anyway in Silicon Valley. And what I'm doing is also music. I'm not playing your traditional German or Italian music. I'm not playing a lot of things for which the instrument was actually designed. I kind of stretch it to its limits. But the thing is, I'm trying to be there for the people, meaning that I try to do songs that will amuse and entertain them and make people feel a lot better. When people feel good, they will tend to tip. When they don't feel good, they probably won't. Something else that I do is if somebody expresses interest and maybe they're curious about the looks of my accordion, or maybe they're just curious as to why I'm there, I'll stop. I'll stop and talk with them. I know a lot of buskers out there are so hell-bent on doing their own particular song, and they don't want any interruption, and they don't want anything to detract from it. But the situation is, you're there for the people. You're there for the audience. There's a difference between art and commerce. And I'm talking about busking as commerce, not as art. The kinds of things I would play on my button accordion, or I would play on my violin or my clarinet, are very different than what I would do on the street, because a lot of the stuff that I do is beyond the interest of most listeners. Think of the fashion industry. A good example is the fashion industry. You see these models wearing shoes, for instance, and they look very flashy and everything, but they could be a tight fit. They could be very awkward to walk on. And most people are not going to want to wear these highly fashionable shoes. They're going to want to wear something that's comfortable. Think of that with music, or think of that with whatever your performance is. People want something that is comfortable. They want something that is interesting enough, but they want something where they don't have to be uptight. They want to relax. And that's what I do with the way I interact with people. I play familiar tunes, and if they want to stop, they have some interest, I will stop my performance and talk with them. And yeah, I might lose a tip or two here or there. Often I don't. Often I could be in the middle of talking with somebody and people will drop tips anyway. But the thing is, you got to be there for the people if you're going to be doing commerce. Again, I see busking as commerce and not art. Although, they cross over into each other. But I think you'll be more successful, or at least I was anyway, by always keeping the audience in mind. That's the person you are serving. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, or whatever you do, point to something or other. Also, if you have any questions down there somewhere. And I hope you're enjoying these, and there'll be a lot more, because I'm going to get really deep into the whole career of busking. I hope you enjoy.